Hello everybody, it's Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. Welcome back to the best of 30 days of sketches. We are in the home stretch. It's day 20 and I've got some more layouts to share with you today on the take for the sketch. Today's sketch is brought to you by Shiva. It was from series 7 and it's a really fun one. It's got hexagons, it's got a couple of strips of pattern paper, lots and lots of fun, and I've got some fun takes to share with that. Okay, so let's start with my original take on this sketch. I went and did a whole bunch of sequins. As you can see, there's yellow, it's bright, it's bold, it's just kind of out there. But I had fun playing, and the sketch was a little challenging to me, so I kind of just focused in on using the strips and then went from there with it. I love the layout. It's definitely not how I thought it was going to turn out, but it turned out just fine. So really happy with that. And now we're going to get into everyone else's, and I'm going to tell you, I have 14 to share, so I'm probably going to go through them a little bit faster than the other ones I've been sharing lately. We're going to start with Michelle Vance. Michelle is just, hers is just a classic take, right? So she's got, it's the perfect summer layout, and it's just a great way. I think she's documenting her dog having watermelon. So I just decided it was a great way for her to use up all those little watermelons that were probably in her stash, which I thought was really cute. So loved her take on it. And then we're going to move on to Becky from My Creative Life. And what I liked about hers was her stenciling in the background, like that watercolor stenciling. It's just so pretty. Oh, I love her layout. It's just absolutely stunning. So there's that one for you. That's a great take for how to add a fun background. Then we have Rebecca Lockhart Scraps, and hers, I loved it for a good idea on how you make your photos work with a sketch. So her photos are enlarged, and everything just fits to the sketch. She made the sketch fit to her photos versus the photos fit to the sketch. And I loved that. So keep that in mind too when you're trying to document. You make it work for you. Then we've got Gloria Montrose, and what I loved is look at all the photos she has. So great. I think there's like 4 photos on this layout. And then she's got the mixed media and all that fun stuff on the left hand side, which is just a really neat take, and it spreads your eye throughout her entire layout there. We've got Colleen, Carey, Cornet, and I loved hers because it was so soft and pretty, and she expanded the whole bit of the sketch to fit from one end to the other. It's not centralized into the middle of the paper like the sketch kind of calls for. She expanded it, so I thought that was a really neat way to make that work, because I sometimes have a problem too when things are just in the middle and there's nothing on the outside. It drives me a little crazy on my own layout, so that was a neat one, and I definitely noticed that with hers. And then we have Cindy Thicke. And I loved how she used little pieces. They look like they could have been fussy cut out. They kind of look like suns to me. I'm not really sure exactly what they are, but she just used that in place of hexagons, which is a great idea, because if you're not a fan of hexagons, the sketch might not be for you. But you don't have to use the shape that you see in the sketch. So just a good reminder for that too. Switch it up, make it work for you. She totally rocked that by using, like, they look like suns to me. I'm not really sure what they are, but they look like little suns to me. And then we have Jessica Hab, and what I liked is just a good reminder that you can use sketches for any season. So we had summer with Michelle, and now we're back here with Jessica, and hers is winter, and I just loved that. Sometimes I forget that you can use sketches for certain seasons. Like sometimes they kind of call for one type of season, but it doesn't matter. You can use them for any of them. And then we have Kristen from Kristen Crafts, and I really loved how she mixed in the flowers with the hexagons, and they're smaller hexagons, so it just was really neat, a fun take. I would totally scrap lift this. I loved the idea of just combining them and making them fit with her one photo there. I believe it's of her dog, if I'm not mistaken. Really great take there. And then we have the fabulous Laura Moss, and she used that hexagon cut file in the background, which I really love. So she's totally taken on the sketch like a classic way, but then with that hexagon cut file in the background, it's like that perfect finishing touch. So it's really nodding to the sketch and then just a little extra with that. I love that. I really loved hers. We've got Crystal Barrett, so pineapple papers, and I loved, she has all the colors, she has all the things, and if you look at the bottom of her photo, she has a little shaker pocket of sequins, and it's absolutely adorable. So I really love this. This is a very classic Crystal type layout. She is so good at using all the things on her layout without it looking like she was using all the things to use all the things, if that makes sense. She does it so so well that it looks like it's all supposed to be there, and it's perfect. Then we have her best friend, so Amber Prince, and what I love is she's got those black paint strips in the background, and then she put so it's like she painted the black strips and then the sketches on top of it. It's just really pretty. I love those little details. I'm all about that type of stuff, like what's in the background. Obviously, as scrapbookers, we look a little closer at things, and so that was something I had noticed right away, and I really loved that take on it. And then we have Sandy Ravalski. Oh my gosh, I cannot say your name. She's Steak Goddess on YouTube. You all know who she is. She didn't use hexagons, with the exception of the fact that she has a stencil in her background that's a hexagon stencil, but the rest of it is not hexagon. So again, you do not have to use the shape that you see in the sketch, but this was perfect, and such a her thing to do is to not follow the rules. She's all about that. And then we have the lovely Janet Fritz, and she is Galaxy Girl Creations here on YouTube. And I love how she's got that white cardstock, and so the whole thing is popping. And then she also has a hexagon stencil in the background, and I believe hers is gray, so it's super subtle, but I love it. And I look at that and I just see everything popping out. I love, 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 love. And then we're gonna wrap it up here with the lovely Sharon Prince Hutchinson, and she has mixed media, that beautiful pink mixed media on everything. Like, it's just, I wish I was that good at mixed media. It's so pretty. And then she has that white hexagon cut file, which, because it's white on that pink, pops off. It's fantastic. I love it. I love all these takes. There were lots more to choose from. Those are just the ones I kind of just started from the top and went down until I was like, I think this is enough. So I hope you enjoyed. I did try to make this one a little bit more precise, so I'm sorry if they went a little faster, but it gives me the chance to share a little more. So there is that. Please make sure you check out the links down below. We've got the playlist. We've got the link to the Facebook group, which we'd love for you to be a part of if you're not already. And then, of course, Instagram. See who's being featured today with this sketch. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.